Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
I'm here for Peter.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to week 2 of Smith-tember here on the Ultimate Spider Cast. There we go. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is
Lilith flipping Hellfire, duh.
That's right, and we're back for more Spider-Man Black Cat, the evil that men do. Is it a commentary on this series? We'll find out. All right. Thought it was crazy last week. It's going to get even worse. All right. Let's jump in. See what our good friend Kevin Smith has for us here. All right. Guess it helped get the covers up. Because again, well,
the best thing about it, but
I was going to say the art kind of saves this somewhat. Did I even do the covers? Anyway.
you were supposed to be more excited about Smith-tember than I was.
I don't know if I'd say excited, but
it's supposed to be your petty revenge, Phil.
Oh yeah. Oh, that makes me happy. Yeah. Petty. All right.
Salty.
Oh my. Words Lilith Hellfire has never uttered.
Exactly. I don't even like popcorn, so yeah, definitely not.
What?
It's bad for your teeth.
What? You can brush your teeth, Lilith Hellfire. Come on.
It's like people who chew ice. They don't understand. It's actually really bad for you. You're not supposed to do that. You're probably got low iron. Go to the doctor.
Oh my.
Just saying.
Yeah, I don't get the ice thing. All right, give me a second. Yeah, again, we need these covers because that's what they said when they put this series out. Marvel's like, no, we need those covers.
At least number 5.
Oh my.
Well, 4 is pretty good too, but
no, we got 3 and 4 today. So let's. All right. Kids, so here we got 3 and 4. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna start with number 3 here. Did 1 and 2 last time. I don't know. 3's pretty good.
I mean, the covers get way better as it goes on, though. At least in my opinion. They're all good, but like they consistently get better.
Yeah.
Like as the story gets crazier, like we're gonna need a better cover. We got to get people to at least pick it up.
If you want to look at Black Cat more than Spider-Man, yeah, this is your cover.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so there we go. There's number 3.
And honestly, I always honestly just thought of this as Black Cat's book with featuring Spider-Man.
Kinda.
To me, even though he's the headliner, I really feel like because everything that's going on starts with Black Cat.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man's kind of just on the peripheral. At least for like the first half of the story, anyway.
Yeah. All right. So Spider-Man, Black Cat, the evil that men do, number 3 from October 2002. What? 2002. The Evil That Men Do, Part 3, Hate Crimes.
Ugh, this is a little too timely for me.
Oh, it's timeless, love.
If you're an American, definitely.
Yeah, true. Writer, of course, like we said, Kevin Smith. Penciler, Terry Dodson. Inker, Rachel Dodson. Colorist, Lee Lothridge. Letter of Richard, Star Kings Comics, Craft, and editor.
They went and drug poor Lee Lofbridge.
I know. What I do? This Spider-Man and Black Cat go to question Scorpion in prison, and they discover that it was the Ortega clan that hired her to eliminate Clum. The latter at the time goes to the home of Alberto Ortega along with Francis and kills him, his wife, and all his men, giving them overdoses. Again, on the suggestion,
hell of a drug.
Something
I feel like that's something he has in common. He likes to write about drugs, because the other story that we're covering over on We Are the Night, the Batman podcast, dealt with drugs.
Yeah. And even on the Daredevil story, it was like, Karen Page had her history with drugs, and on the suggestion of Francis, to prevent all these simultaneous overdoses from causing suspicion, Clum staged a collective massacre.
Wait, do you have beef with people named Francis? Like I have beef with people named Randy.
No, but
okay.
I've never met. I don't know. I've never met a normal one, but no. Yes, I really met anyone named Francis though. They staged a massacre, tearing the corpses apart with a cleaver.
Yikes.
After finding the bodies, Spider-Man and Black Cat decide to investigate Clum, but they disagree on the method. Peter prefers to monitor him and collect evidence, while Felicia intends to extort a confession by pounding him. Eventually, Felicia hits the ex-boyfriend. She hits her ex-boyfriend, meaning Spider-Man, treacherously, and imprison him in his own webbing, and goes off to Clum's house. This turns out to be a very bad move, given that Clum has built his fortune thanks to his teleportation powers. The man is able to.
Honestly, I kind of like the take that the animated series had on Black Cat.
Oh yeah, like the rich.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of never understood why they took that route, but I kind of dug it as a kid.
Mm-hmm. And it wasn't bad. They kind of almost made her like she was almost like
like Liz or something.
Yeah, she was like a cross between Felicia and Liz. Yeah.
Yeah.
Liz.
She had the thing about it, especially back in the day, Liz had potential, but then they like forgot about her. Now she's just this boring old mom.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, they wrote her out for the longest time. Then they brought her back and made her Harry Osborn's girlfriend, and
and then gave her Normie on top of that.
Oh yeah, but yes,
the most ironic name in all of comics, to be honest.
It's sexually transmitted, right? Sexually transmitted slide whistle.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so Clum, is revealed that he can teleport small amounts of liquid.
So you don't have to get up in the middle of the night to go pee.
Oh, maybe a man that can't teleport small amounts of liquid. Which allows him to let his clients take drugs without any track marks or anything on their bodies.
That's a super specific, stupid power.
I know. It's like, hey.
Jubilee's like, see, my power's not so stupid, is it?
What's your power? I am the stealth drug dealer. Clum uses his method to drug Felicia, making her unable to move, after which he prepares to rape her.
Exhibit C for the people.
Yeah. I mean, we've had attempted rapes here.
This is what I mean. Edgelord cringy behavior.
Again, name me a Kevin Smith comic book project where a woman is not raped or murdered.
I'll wait.
Yeah.
Crickets. Can you give us the cricket sound effect?
Oh, the crickets. Yeah.
We'll never get an answer.
Name me a Kevin Smith project where he treats women well. Well, once again,
hate crime against Felicia, definitely.
Well, once again, he went to Frank Miller University, so
your mother's a whore. I got a PhD in Frank Miller, honestly.
Your mother's a whore.
He was valedictorian.
Your mother's a whore.
Summa cum laude for sure.
Yes, cum laude.
Your mother's a whore.
So yeah. So what do we think about this one?
Well, it could have been okay until we get to the end.
Yeah, I'm like,
He just couldn't help himself.
did we have to go with the attempted rape? Did we have to go there?
And this is what I mean by editors need to make smarter choices.
Yeah, I mean,
No tea, no shade, Axel.
I mean, I get there's certain storylines you want to show people being the ultimate evil, but it's like,
Bitch, this is a Spider-Man book.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
Like,
Should attempted rapes be in a Spider-Man book? I mean, come on.
I mean, leave that to the Hawkeyes and the Dr. Dooms and the
Yeah,
Charles Xavier's.
oh boy. I mean, it's one thing to titillate with Black Cat busting her chest, busting out of her suit, but it's another thing to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna rape her.
Yeah. What was it? Awkward. It's like, yeah.
And that whole
Like
scene,
rereading this has been brutal for me, bro.
I know.
I didn't really like it that much the first time around, to be perfectly honest.
That's what I was gonna say. I felt the same way. I didn't like it that much.
I'm reading this with a fully developed prefrontal cortex, and I'm like, yeah, I was right.
Well, that's your problem.
Yeah.
Oh god, then that scene in the beginning when they're like interrogating Scorpia, they're like, oh,
And it's like, stop mentioning all the cool characters that they told you couldn't use.
yeah, exactly.
So he mentions like freaking, well, not you still, man. You can sit down. But he's like Luke Cage, he's mentioning like Black Widow, and I'm just like, you wish they would let you play with that.
Yeah.
That's in the next one anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, and it's so funny. It's like, at first he was just like, oh no, I can't do anything with Felicia as a happily married man. Meanwhile, I don't think we see Mary Jane in this.
Oh, they weren't gonna let him get his hands on her. Feels like.
Hey-o.
His grubby little paws.
I don't know. I don't know. We could have seen a cat fight between Felicia and Mary Jane. Come on, the Dodson.
Cat fight.
And then you're just poking the bear when they just show up and look at on the balcony, look at Clum, and then leave.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. It's like, yeah, kids, we know what you're here for. When she goes, oh, do you see a badge pinned anywhere on? Yeah.
No room. All skin.
A badge. I didn't even notice you had a face.
Oh, you said badge.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. That's a joke. It's a joke.
Superior puss.
Here we go. Smoke them if you got them, kids. It's a hell of a ride.
That's what she said.
If you're lucky.
Yes. Yeah, but yeah, then he punches him, but then webs him up with his own webbing. She rubs him. Did you see she webs him up to the top of the CBS Late Show?
Yeah.
Was that something? Was that just a Easter egg, or I don't know?
Has to be.
Was Kevin Smith like, invite me on so I can talk about this series?
Wait, outside of Bendis, like I don't think I've ever seen like actual mainstream media for like comic books. Even with the death of Superman, like they covered it, but it's not like they had like the writers or anything on. They just covered the events of it itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you're. Yeah, I don't remember anyone really.
That Bendis commercial still pisses me off to this day. I was like, Bendis of all people, not John Byrne. Bendis.
I don't know what it is with Bendis because I think I didn't watch it, but I think he's even like appeared on like was that Seth Meyers' Late Show, and I'm just like, how the hell?
I've never watched it. I watched a Late Show since Jon Stewart left the Daily Show. No, that's not true. Since Colbert stopped his show. Honest to God, I haven't watched it.
I've tried watching Seth Meyers maybe once or twice. It's boring. But again, I didn't watch the interview, but I know Bendis was on there. I'm like, how the hell does Bendis do it?
Listen, he's a great guy. Like he really is like a connector of people. But like some of his stories sound like this is what I have. His problem as artist, not as a person. Don't get me wrong. I think Bendis is a great person, and he has a lot of great ideas, and he brings people together very well. Like he would make a very good like executive editor in chief, stuff like that. But like writing he's past his prime on that. I'm sorry, he just is.
I think we've said that before. It's like, come up with the big idea and then hand it off to somebody.
And he's good with he works well with other people. Like,
oh yeah,
definitely. But on his own, post 2010, no, thank you. No, thank you.
Was he doing anything right now? I haven't heard his name in a while. Besides us,
I think everybody put him on a self-imposed sabbatical, but. Especially since that Naomi thing kind of fell through. Like he really thought he was gonna like break into TV and stuff and do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So but that kind of flopped. So they're kind of just like I think he had something going on in July, if I remember right.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised he doesn't have like his own
I want to say him and I think he was helping Joe Quesada with that launching his comics or something like that.
Okay.
The Mad Cave Studios. I don't know.
That makes sense. Okay.
Something like that. I think that's what he was working on the last time that I even checked in on Bendis. So, like I said, great connector, great connections, great guy. People really love him, but yeah, I don't want to read anything. Like after that Superman thing, I'm just I can't.
Again, he drives people away from books. I'm sorry, that's
It's like the only thing I want to see him do is like after the vampire thing. I want to see what the vampire thing goes with Miles, but like after that, maybe coming for him on that. I would appreciate that. Like I think that's the character that would let him shine.
Yeah, and again,
it was a project of love, unlike this book.
Oh, and we've said
I don't know what Kevin Smith was thinking with this book.
I know what he was thinking with.
Yikes.
And again, I don't know. Is that the best? Well, is that the best look for a rape scene? I don't know.
From a gross man's perspective.
Well, yeah.
How old was Kevin Smith when he wrote this? Because let me check something.
I'm pretty sure. I think he's around.
So he's 54 right now. That was 2002.
Wait, he's 54. I thought he was older than that. Okay.
Yeah, he's born in 1970. Like I told you, it perfectly explains it.
Yeah.
He wrote this after he had a wife? Yikes.
Yeah.
Because he got married in 99.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
This is another Zeb Wells effect. Oh, well, they're not divorced. Well, he didn't he have a daughter at this point?
How old is his daughter? I don't know. So he wrote this when he was 32 or either 31 or 32.
Oh my.
Okay. Moving on.
Yeah.
Interesting fun fact, if you want to call it that.
What did he was 32 when he wrote this?
Yeah.
Oh, you saw him. This was like a young man. Oh, yeah. His daughter was born in 99, so he had a young daughter at this point too.
A baby girl? Oh my gosh.
Is she like 3 or something? Yeah.
Oh. They say fatherhood changes a man, especially when he has a daughter. I guess that's not true for everyone.
Well, maybe he changed, but not for the better. Who knows?
Maybe this is a story that he wrote along. Like, I feel like a lot of times when I'm like reading through Kevin Smith stuff, like the year that it comes out, it feels like it's really dated. So I feel like maybe this was fanfic.
Or, think about it. Black Cat. Could this have been a Batman story originally?
You know what? That's what it always goes back to. It's all Batman fanfic or Green Arrow fanfic. I don't know.
I think a lot of these guys are like, well, if I can't do it as a Batman, I'll do it as a Spider-Man.
And stuff like that does not translate well to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're of a certain ilk of writer, and Kevin Smith.
Oh
is
yeah.
ilk
I
of that
mean,
writer.
I
you know.
mean, like J.M.D. Mateus can do it.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't want to name names, but because it's just not fair. It's just not fair.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like
right.
the diamond standard of comic book writing. It's not fair.
Yeah. I mean, D. Mateus did it for decades, so it's like, yeah.
Yeah. And he's just like I said, I don't even think he's a fan of comic books. Every time I read one of his comic books, I'm like, does he know these characters? Like, what am I reading bad fanfic on AO3? Like, come on.
I don't know if this is even part of why I stopped listening to Kevin Smith's podcast, but it's just like he thinks he's a fan of comics, but I think he's just a fan of like certain aspects of comics.
Your mother's
Yeah.
a whore.
Exactly. Yeah. He ain't been in the trenches like us, Phil.
No, that's right. That's right.
Heartbroken by a book being at such a young age, and just capitalism just destroying your favorite character and having to wait damn near your whole life for them to fix the character.
I honestly don't think he's read a comic in, I was gonna say
30 years.
30 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fine, but like, just don't make certain claims. And like, it's just so weird that he got so many opportunities.
Yeah, and again, it
But
just seems,
I will say, like, probably the first couple books sell well, but every single time the book crashes and burns. I can't think of a single book that didn't crash and burn by the end of it.
yeah, and I mean, and again, he makes his rep. I think he gets certain projects as he touts himself as the comic book guy. But I'm like, can you really call yourself the comic book guy if you're not in it? If you haven't read one in like 30 years? Okay.
Although we are getting back to the 90s, so
Yeah.
Oh God, please don't have a resurgence of Kevin Smith. Like,
I
I can't deal with it.
thought you were gonna say a resurgence of someone else.
Your mother's a whore.
I feel like that is on the way though. Like, no, actually they tried it, and I don't think that last Dark Knight run really did it. And then his comic book company also really didn't hit. So I think we're going past Frank Miller as a writer, maybe not an artist, because I do still see a lot of Frank Miller variants on the rise, but like him as a writer, I think we're kind of past it as a society. And I want to say that his actual the new comic book stuff that he had, like his own creator own stuff, was pretty decent. It wasn't like Sin City or anything like that. It was really interesting. I just feel like not a lot of people actually knew. Like, not a lot of stores carried it. I only saw, like, out of the probably 10 comic book stores that I like kind of frequent, I only saw maybe 2 or 3 that actually carried it and had it like in prominent, like up front on spinner racks, and like you could, or people even knew how to like tell people about the book, what it was about. So
yeah, I mean,
I don't weird. I don't think he did a lot of publicity and press like he needed to for it too. Like, he didn't really reach out to the local comic book shops. There was a lot of things that he could have done better with that, but I think that the books themselves are pretty interesting.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing any of the Frank Miller stuff in the wild. If I did, I didn't recognize it. So
yeah, you probably wouldn't have recognized it. But like I said,
well, that's a problem. I mean, don't you think shouldn't his name be on there big, for that fan base?
I guess he had to have done something to like the local comic book shops, because I remember he was like supposed to show up with Dan DiDio that day that I met Dan DiDio, and he didn't show up.
I mean, unless he's just afraid he's going to show up, people are just going to start chanting.
Your mother's a whore.
See, I think we're very much on the out on a limb when it comes to Frank Miller opinion. Like, I think a lot of people just remember him for like the good stuff, you know what I mean? But I don't think anybody's reread Frank Miller with a fully developed prefrontal cortex. I think that's what it is. Like, we're just all on the nostalgia ride of Frank Miller.
Well, yeah, some of the people who read his stuff over the years, but yeah, so like
I said, when I reread, like, I loved it as a kid, but reading it as an adult, like a literal adult with bills and actual relationships and stuff like that, yeah, no. it's eyebrow raising.
An adult who sees the opposite sex as actually fully developed people, not you, but fully developed
people.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, not me. That doesn't apply to me. I blame Frank Miller again. Get on that class action lawsuit, guy.
I can't stay with a man. They're all whores.
Your mother's a whore.
Anyway, let's get to the next issue, I guess. This one's slightly bearable.
Yeah, well, yeah, but we do kind of do like a time jump.
Yeah, like out of nowhere.
Yeah, I remember reading this.
I was like, oh, I don't want to deal with the repercussions of what I just did. Let's time jump.
I remember like reading this. I was like, did I miss something?
Issue?
Like I had to look. I'm like, okay, I have 3.
Like,
I have
3,
4. Okay. I mean,
and
not
1
that,
plus 1 is 2. What the fuck is that?
whoa, not that I wanted to see the rape, but I was like, wait a minute.
Like, this is what I mean. Cringe edgelord behavior.
Oh Jesus. Okay, all right. Issue 3, cover date October 2002.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, cover date.
December.
This can't be right. February 2006.
Yeah.
So we skipped all of 2003, 2004, and 2005.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. So there was
So he's like, time jump, literally.
over a 2-year gap, closer to a 3-year gap. So no crap. That's
Yeah, I remember I got this one on my birthday. So yeah, it's kind of wild.
I mean, he's not. Again, Kevin Smith's not the most timely guy to get a book out, but after the whole rape thing, do you think Marvel was just like, yeah, maybe let this cool down for a while?
Oh, they probably had to do a lot of retooling. This was probably way worse now that I think about it. When you think about that time jump, maybe they were even thinking about not dealing with him anymore and just not. And then it was like probably some natural applications or something.
Do you think maybe originally 4 did show that rape scene in some kind of
You just know he wanted to Frank Miller. I just know it was a big old argument, and they almost probably got rid of him for it.
Yeah,
to be that feels like contractual obligation, and his lawyer won or something.
So, well, yeah, well, and maybe they were just like, okay, you can keep going, but do not.
You are on thin ice, Mister.
No, do not show that rape scene. Is out. Maybe they were just like, no, do not show it. I don't care if it's in shadow.
Like, this is a Spider-Man book.
Just move past it. Time jump. Whatever you got to do.
Yeah, this is wild. And then for her to be raped and then end up in jail, like what?
I know.
Wild, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild.
Same team as last time. So yeah, so between him, being habitually late, and maybe if they made him retool it, that's why we waited almost 3 years for this thing.
Like I said, this feels like a legal fight.
Yeah. All right. So yeah,
maybe that's why Daredevil's in it. Now that I think about it, this is not a contextual, babes.
Yeah.
Daredevil literally comes out of nowhere.
I know.
Oh, it's all starting to come together, Phil.
See, this is why you go back and look at this stuff. Yes. Oh, all right. The Evil That Men Do, Part 4, A Study in Scarlet. In Rikers Island prison, Felicia Hardy receives a visit from her new lawyer, Matt Murdock.
Wait, hold on. This is the cover. Like this is. I literally have this figure with him holding.
Oh yeah. Because again, remember that pose? That was on one of the covers they hit on his Daredevil run. Yeah.
So funny.
He loves that image, I guess.
Hell, the media loves that image.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a quick, easy way to show. Oh yeah, he flogged himself with his Catholic guilt.
I mean, that's just called being Catholic, but
all right. So yeah, Felicia's in prison, receives a visit from her new lawyer, Matt Murdock.
Tapping my way downtown. He's like, "Hello, nurse.
Oh my,
what's a pretty lady like you doing in a place like this?"
I know you're not going to. Well, even if you do pay me, this is going to be pro bono.
We're going to get you out of this penal system and into mine.
Whoa!
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. Wait, my brain. I'm
sorry. You locked in a cage? I've had dreams about this. Talk about Kevin Smith meta commentary. Matt tells her that he will replace the ex officio lawyer who represented her during her arrest. Felicia is accused.
She didn't have money for her own lawyer.
I know. Well, I mean, wasn't she staying in a nice hotel and stuff? I thought she said she.
Listen, as a criminal, you should always have bail money and money for the best fucking lawyer in town. Like, if you're gonna do something, do it right.
In the first issue or two, didn't she say something like she was living well because from the the stuff she had stolen over the years? I thought
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody's same continuity. He can't keep his continuity straight. It's fine.
The only thing he remembers is boobs. Jeez. Felicia is accused of the murder of Harrison Klum and risks being sentenced to death. Her lawyer would like to prove the legitimate defense thesis, declaring that Klum raped her and that Felicia was forced to eliminate him. The Black Cat, however, goes on a rampage, hearing about the rape, and declares that she does not want to take a medical examination and has not killed Klum. Back in his studio, Murdoch meets Peter Parker, who hired him as Felicia's lawyer, and informs him that according to her heartbeat, the latter told the truth when she said she didn't kill Klum, or at least she believes she didn't kill Klum. After Matt advised him against going to see Felicia, Peter decides to get her out and convinces Matt to help him. That night, Spider-Man and Daredevil infiltrated the prison in order to free Black Cat, but they found guards dead, killed, and Felicia in the company of Francis. The latter, after using telepathy to force the two heroes to fight each other, teleports away with Felicia.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to leave you, kids.
Mm-hmm. This week, yep. At least we didn't leave on the rape.
Yeah. So I need the tea. Maybe if we can get the Dodsons, we can give us some tea about.
Oh yeah. I mean, hell, I know it'll never happen, but Kevin Smith, come on and explain it. Yeah, maybe we're missing the point.
Wait, has he ever explained this? I feel like he doesn't really explain the unpopular stories.
I don't know. The only things I ever really hear him talking about.
He talks about Daredevil. Well, at least last time that I listened to
Batman, Daredevil. Yeah, maybe they'll get him to talk maybe Green Arrow, but I've never heard him talk about this one. I don't think.
I wonder why.
Oh my! Oh, maybe that was part of the legal thing. Maybe it
feels like a legal thing because why the fuck did Daredevil just show up out of nowhere? I get that he wrote there, but like that's just so random.
And again, it's Kevin Smith. He's always late, but yeah, this seems like a huge gap they just come back to. I sometimes I kind of feel like if the gap is this long, a lot of times he's just like, yeah, I'm done or whatever. But
which is like again, it's like contractual obligation. Marvel don't play. Listen, well, you might get away with that type of behavior in DC, but Marvel lawyers do not play. Even back then, their lawyers didn't play.
And again, is that part of the deal too? You know, when Felicia's like out and out denying she was raped, is that kind of, is that meta commentary where they're like, no, she wasn't raped. No, she wasn't raped. Or is that him going, no, they don't want her being raped?
Yeah, I don't. It's hard to say. It's really tough to say. Like I said, honestly, like a lot of times, like certain writers like Kevin Smith, I really wouldn't care to interview. I want to interview the people around him because that's where you get the real story.
Oh.
I feel like it's like George Costanza. If you believe the lie, it's not a lie.
Yes.
Seriously, there's tons of people like that in Hollywood that well, I've had the misfortune of meeting, and it's just like, but then you meet the people around them, and like, why are you're just around this person for the money, and you can totally tell them they just hate their lives, kind of thing.
Should we put out the call? If you've worked with Kevin Smith, please.
That's a whole nother article, Phil.
Oh God, it's like those
end up being like David Letterman.
That's like those law commercials. It's like, have you worked with Kevin Smith? Then you deserve compensation.
That's the thing.
What?
The mesothelioma freaking lawsuits. Asbestos. Your company your school probably had asbestos in it. Call us.
Did you work with Kevin Smith between the years of 1994 and 2010?
I don't know. I can't say that, but like I just feel like those are the vibes that I get. Like there's just like been so many like little things that add up.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, could the Dodsons say anything? But even if there was an NDA, wouldn't it be done by now? It's been over 20 years. So.
I don't look for anything juicy. I just want to know what the hell happened.
Well, that's what I'm saying. No. But if there was an NDA, they might not have been able to
Yeah,
talk
it's
to any of
long gone, baby.
Yeah.
That's 2000. Like, oh God, we're so old, Phil.
I know.
Like, honestly, like now I know how like my parents felt. They're like, what? No, that was like, Mom, that was 20 years ago.
I know, and it's so weird to think. Yeah, those early
Luke is a teenager because like I'm getting it on all sides from these damn teenagers.
I know.
I think I'm getting a gray hair. I'm pretty sure. I feel it. I feel it percolating.
Yeah, just wait till you hit 40, man. It's all downhill.
Literally.
I don't know. I don't know about that though. Lilith gets all those youth injections.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm black. It's okay.
Oh,
I probably won't feel it till I'm 75. But listen, my grandma, and my great grandma, and my great grandma, like my great great grandma lived to be like 106 or 7, and then my great grandma lived to be like 101.
wow.
And my grandma well on track to live past 100 as well.
Wow.
So I don't want to live that long. Like I literally
Well,
probably did longevity gene on my mom's side, but I don't want to live that long. Not in this household.
Well, I was going to say, were they in good health? Because sometimes, some people.
Yeah, they're in good health. Like they literally could talk, walk, feed themselves, be in the garden and shit. Like I look at that and I'm like, that's nice, but like I don't want to be in this housecape that long.
Yeah, I was going to say,
like that for me.
Sometimes people live that long.
There's like no diabetes or like heart disease in my family or anything. So I'm just like, oh, God damn it.
Yeah, because sometimes, those people live to be over 100, but it's like, they
no,
can't
they had their facilities.
Oh,
about
wow.
them. Yeah. Like literally could still walk and everything. Talk. For the most part, still had her own teeth, which is crazy. My great great grandma. I know my great grandma had dentures though. But yeah, that's wild.
Oh Jesus, kids!
It's because all the food is poison. Okay, so I'm not even. I know. Sorry, kids, to break it to you. All the food is poison, even if you eat organic. So good luck.
I hope you kids love Little Hellfire because she's going to be here with my grandchildren.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your grandpa did. Your grandpa ate a Bendis too.
It's generational. That's a generational hate. That's a Hatfields and McCoy kind of hate.
Auntie Lilith, what was this puppet about?
Oh, I was like, where? We have a whole podcast archived about it. It's called Super Connectivity.
Oh, well, kids, come over
get
here.
Around while I tell you about Charlie the Professor Esser.
Let me tell you.
And his best friend Maz Manzoor. Sweet little children been interested.
Let me tell you the legend of the mansplainer.
Of the mustachioed mansplainer.
I'm uncancelable.
We got deep lore at this podcast network.
Yes.
You've never lived until Maz has given you a ping.
What's that joke we used to say? Get you a man who looks at you like Maz looks at Charlie.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, those were the days, Phil.
Something between your legs like that?
Ooh, no. You might want to edit that one out for this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
That's Kevin's phone.
Yes.
A mess. So we'll pick up this next week with 5 and 6.
Sorry to make you read this, love.
Like I said, I remember it being not good, but I don't remember it being this bad.
Remember, kids, don't read this book alone.
Not right now.
Not with the lights out.
Turn off that free parental or that.
If there was a way to just maybe if I had a lobotomy, I'd enjoy it. I don't know.
Oh my God, it'd be like Sister Sage on The Boys. Be like, yeah, give yourself a lobotomy.
I think she was on to something.
Oh boy. All right. So
we talked about the books last week, so we got nothing else to talk about, kiddos.
Yeah, we did turn this one around pretty quick, kids. So yeah, no new books right now to speak of. So but again, remember, stay tuned because we will have our Zeb Wells farewell party when that final issue comes out.
My helium tank's here. I'm excited. I don't know if I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna look against the green screen though.
Oh,
Because Spider-Man's blue and red,
can you kind of hide it or put it off to the side or something? I don't know.
I don't know. It's pretty big. Hell.
Oh my! All right.
See what I can do.
Yes. All right, kids. So yes. So next time, we're gonna wrap this thing up with Spider-Man, Black Cat, The Evil That Men Do 5 and 6. Boy, and Smith-tember will be over already.
For Spider-Man, anyway.
Well, yeah, for Spider-Man, because again, you'll also catch it on We Are the Night, the Batman podcast.
We got The Devil You Know.
Yep, our monthly episode there.
And Salty and Petty. I think Salty and Petty is the funnest one.
Yeah.
Because, that's his lore, not someone else's.
Yes. Yeah, and then at the end of the month, you'll get episode 3 of Capes and Lunatics International, the Bad Babysitters Club. We'll be covering a Punisher.
No, the soon-to-be Euphoria podcast. Come on.
Again, we might get the
Need y'all to do that. It's not like season 2 is coming out anytime soon. I think it's only literally like 6 episodes or something like that.
I mean, I said let's do some Sydney Sweeney, and they see this. So eventually we may get there, kids. So. All right, yeah, and stay tuned because October is going to be a Venom month, kids. We're going to be dancing. All right, so okay. All right, so send us your feedback, please. We need feedback. Tell us, are we completely off base about Kevin Smith? Are we on the money? If anyone wants to defend this, please do. Although I don't know why you would, but
come on, do it, guys. It's less than 20 episodes if you include the specials. I'm just saying.
Oh, jeez. I think you went that Sydney Sweeney episode more than they did. Jeez.
I mean, I'm more of a Zendaya fan than Sydney Sweeney fan, but it's not bad to look at. Like I said, you guys should review Immaculate.
Okay, yeah.
Whenever that comes, I think it's already on streaming actually. So
I'll do my homework. All right, kids. So send us your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes Lunatics episodes, social media, merchandise. Get your brand new Capes Lunatics merch. Get your classic merch. And also, yes, the immortal queen here is gonna demands that you rain random money on us through the Cash App link.
Gotta put it into my 401k, kiddo. Mama's gonna be here for a long time, and guess what? I'm a millennial. Social Security ain't got nothing for me.
She's playing the long game because she's gonna be the last woman standing here. So she's gonna,
it's like Batman. I'm too stubborn to die. Gonna outlive you all.
Why won't they let me die?
You're gonna do this till you're 90. That's what Phil's gonna start texting.
It's gonna be in my will. You can't stop, Lilith.
Don't stop podcasting.
Oh my lord. Oh my god. How depressing would that be? I mean, for you, we're like, everyone else is dead. I'm still here.
That's okay. I'll turn you guys into robots. Don't worry about it.
Oh my. Oh god.
Put your brain on a hard drive, and once I figure it out, you'll be all right.
Please, I want a robot body. Yeah.
He's like, I want to live my Dr. Doom fantasy.
Yes, please. I want to be a robot, but only if it's fully functional.
Trust me, the Japanese have had work on that long before I was born, and I'm just playing off all that research.
Lilith is like, I wouldn't bother making a robot if it wasn't robots if they were fully functional.
Exactly. Be so serious. Did you even know me?
I know. I just wanted to do that joke. All right. So yes, rain random money on us through the Cash App link. Again, please don't make us be that metaphorical girl dancing on a pole in a Kevin Smith story, please.
She looks like she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
All right. And of course, the Patreon, where Lilith and I give you something different and original and uncensored.
You want to tell them what the Patreon is for this month?
What are we doing?
Didn't we decide to rank the alien movies? For
Oh
Justin?
yeah. Well, I knew we had 2 suggestions. I couldn't.
Or if
remember.
you want to do the summer blockbuster movies, either way.
I mean, we can do the alien stuff. That's fine.
I mean, that way it's timely, and we can
Yes.
give somebody a little taste, a little tease on the social medias.
Yes, kids. So yes. So August, we're gonna rank the Alien franchise, the movies. So, and again, if you're a patron, you can suggest stuff for us to discuss, just like Justin did. That's a Justin.
Although I think they like to leave us to our own devices because we did the AVN Awards, we did best and worst LGBTQIA representation. We did a lot of like off the wall stuff, but I think, like I said, I think next year we definitely might do the best of the superhero stuff if I could talk everybody into doing it.
Oh yeah, I'm down for it. Just request. Talk to everybody else. Oh my!
Because we got the housewives now too, so it's like some extra.
Yes, yeah. And I mean, if Justin's. Well, I don't know. I feel bad asking Justin about doing the Patreon because he pays for it. I'm just like, maybe us and the housewives. We can see if Kristen. Oh my Lord, me and all the women. Jeez.
Yeah, Phil and all his ladies.
Phil's angels. That could be this Patreon for 2025.
Plus Will.
Well, yeah. I don't know if he'll be here forever. He would show up for every episode, but yeah. Oh my Lord. Oh, come on.
We had a rotating cast the last time, so it's
I
okay.
was gonna say, I bet you every so often we get Tyler on there too.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, kids. So yes, subscribe to the Patreon. Find it at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics, and you can find everything at tubespace.ao/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. It's tubespace.ao/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
All right, Miss Lilith.
Oh, catch me on TikTok while you can at LilithHellfire69. Duh.
Either do the 6 or do the 9. Try to donkey punch me now, bitch.
Oh, the Thwippy Awards are gonna go so hard this year, Phil.
What?
The Thwippy Awards.
Oh, are we doing?
We're not doing Thwippies this year.
Last year, you're like, nah, that's what I'm doing. I'm sick of it.
Well, I was already sick of you know who, but like we have reason to celebrate this year. This year's been pretty good for Spider-Man. Well, the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
So
okay. All right. Thwippy Awards are back on, kid. Oh man, we're gonna.
We took a year off to retool.
Yeah. Oh, we have lots of
something the Oscars should do.
Oh yeah. Oh man. So we're gonna
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make all that work for you.
No, that's fine. Oh man, the going away party and the Thwippies kids. You're gonna have lots of celebrations coming up.
Yeah, we're gonna bring in 2025 with a bang. Hey-o. Cause so am I, bitches.
Oh, if we see a bunch of dumb, pretty himbos in Vegas, mind your business.
Yeah, mind your business.
Mama's been saving up for a year. Oh, that's gonna be in December too. The Nutcracker. Anyway, thank you for joining us again next week.
Looking forward to all that clarity.
It's gonna crack the secrets of the universe. Jeez. All right, Spider-Man, Black Cat, Evil Men do 5 and 6 next time. And then it's all Venom in October. But until then, swing on that.
Flip it good, but consensually.
Exactly.